Good morning, friends. I wish to introduce myself as S. Ramanathan, BE Production Engineering graduate, CMA from IMA Institute, USA. I have a passion for teaching kids from my early age. I just now am going to give a short demo on data handling. We come across raw data such as number of runs taken by a batsman in the last 10 test matches. Or number of students in 8th standard in the years 2016, 17, 2017, 18, 2018, 19, or number of favorite subjects, of students in a class. The data may be as follows: arts, English, science, again arts, again English, again social science. So this is raw data. We cannot infer anything useful from this data as such. We have to organize this data and group this data, interpret accordingly, so that we can derive useful information from this data. Now I am going to give you an example of how we can derive useful data from the raw data. Let us see graphical representation. First one is pictograph. Pictograph means we can represent the data in a pictorial form. Let us assume that this symbol stands for 100 cars. One box, rectangular box stands for 100 cars, one symbol. And this half symbol stands for 50 cars. Okay, you understand? So, number of cars produced in a factory in the month of July, we can infer from this pictorial representation that 250 cars have been produced in July. That is one symbol, here half symbol. So as soon as we see the picture, we can come to a conclusion that July the factory has produced 250 cars. Now the next month, August, 3 boxes, that is 300 cars have been produced in August. September, we can infer from this diagram that 4 boxes have been represented here, hence 400 cars have been produced in the month of September. Another one, under the heading graphical representation, we just saw the pictorial graph just before. Now we are going to see this bar graph. Bar graph description is this is a bar, and this bar is of uniform width. what is the bit here? The same bit will be here. The same bit will be here. So uniform bit, bars of uniform bit heights proportional to the values in the y-axis. We have taken number of students studying in the 8th standard in the y-axis, and as the number of students increased, the height of the bar will increase. That is proportional to the respective values. The respective values here is number of students studying in the 8th standard. In the x-axis, we have taken the academic year. This one is 2003, 2004. This one is 2004-5, 2005-6. So we can infer that in 2003-4, 100 students are studying in 8th standard. In the year 2004-5, 200 students are studying in 8th standard. In the year 2005-6, 250 students are studying in 8th standard. So this is the information given in this bar graph, and we can also as soon as we see this graph, we can infer that the maximum number of students are in the year 2005-6 because the height of the bar here is maximum. So the maximum number of students are in the year 2005-6. Also, we can compare the data of 1 year with that of another year. That is, compare the number of students in 2005-6 with that of 2003 and 4. Here we can see that the number of students in 2005-6 is 250, and the number of students in 2003 to 2004 is 100. That is approximately number of students in 2005-6 is 2.5 times that of 2003-4. These data can be, as soon as we see the graph, we can immediately infer the useful information that we want. These inferences cannot be drawn immediately on seeing the raw data. So we have to organize the data into these bar graphs, and we can infer useful information from these bar graphs. Now, in which year the number of students is maximum? That also we can infer from the figure that 250 is the maximum value from this graph. So in 2004-5 it is only 200, 2003-4 it is only 100. So upon seeing this height of this bar graph, we can immediately infer in which year the number of students is maximum. Now let us consider favorite subjects of a group of students, and the data collected here is called raw data. Raw data means as such we cannot infer any decision from the raw data as such. We have to organize the data so that we can infer useful conclusions. So now the number of students liking art is 7. You can use tally marks, that is 1, 2, 3, 4 straight lines and a cross line. This is 5, and then again 1, 2. 5 plus 2, 7 numbers. Mathematics, 5 numbers. Science, 6 students. English, 4 students liking English. So this number is called frequency, and from this frequency distribution table, we can say which subject is liked most and which subject is liked less. Here, art is liked by most of the students, and English is least liked because students liking English is one. Number of students liking English is only 4, and number of students liking art is 7. This is only a short video demo on mathematics taken from CBSE 8th standard mathematics syllabus. If you want any other subject, I will prepare it, and then I will prepare a video demo. Thank you.